The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
The Local Show is back, and that means you are too, with Tom and Steve. Holidays in full swing. Did you get your place all decorated yet? Or do you
I came home.
Wait.
I came home before we went away, and my wife had asked me to move some of the boxes, which I did, and the halls were all decked.
Oh, really?
So
she did it all.
She claims she does it every year all herself, even though I have pictures and proof. But you know what? I'm just like, thank you, dear. So she did a great job, and
well, that's good.
So the halls are decked, and we kind of scale. Our tree looks more like I did when I was 14, real tall and skinny.
Yes.
It's a narrow kind. But, But
we had a pretty big fake tree, but we're not going to put it up this year. The kids are out of the house, and
so no tree.
No one helps us. No, we have some smaller trees because of course I have an estate over there.
Yes, that's true.
And you know how that.
We have.
But I think we might go live tree. Just because we're kind of in transition.
There's no better way to spend $150 the last 2 weeks that I can think of.
We'll have to go someplace, grab a live one, throw it in the the old F-150.
Just cut one out of the park.
That's it. And but I look forward to it. I like it when it's all decorated, looking like a Hallmark movie.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, all right. Somebody new to the show, and we better be nice. We don't want her hair on fire on the way out. Jessica DesRosiers is the Senior Director of Programs and Services for Alzheimer's Association. How are you?
Good. How are you? Thank you very much for having me.
Well, thank you. And that is the pronunciation of your name, right?
Correct.
Okay. It's not spelled that way, of course.
No, there's extra S's.
And all that.
It's Canadian.
Yeah. Oh, is it? All right. So what's your background, Jessica? Are you from Syracuse?
I am. I've lived here my whole life.
No kidding.
Born and raised, and had a little stint away in college for a couple of years. But
where did you stint?
I stinted in Oneonta, New York at Hartwick College.
Oh, yeah. Hartwick's nice.
I played basketball there for 4 years.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Definitely not a center.
Not so much.
Just saying.
At a staggering 5'4".
Yes.
What high school did you go to?
I went to Cicero, North Syracuse.
Oh, you were a CNS girl.
I
okay.
was, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I live up there now. I've been there 33 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, we're over in the pastures area over there.
I lived off of Gillette Road.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah,
which side?
down the road.
The south, right by Gillette School, or the other side? There's two sides of Gillette Road.
Opposite of the school, down a little bit.
By the ice cream stand.
Like Darby Farms-ish area?
Yes,
Yeah.
There was like a newer development back there.
Yeah, very nice.
In the 90s.
Yeah, and that's something. Now, do you live out there now? Or
Actually,
no?
we moved out to Pennellville.
Oh, no kidding.
We got a nice place on the river, 5 acres
beautiful.
back in the woods.
Oh, yeah.
No neighbors.
Oh,
my cousin lives out that way, too. Yeah, it's
great.
very nice. You get a lot of land.
Your cousin Vinny?
No, not my cousin Vinny.
Oh, he has a cousin Vinny.
I do.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so you're a homegrown girl.
Yep.
How long have you been in this type of a business?
I've worked in nonprofit my entire adult career.
Oh, okay.
Previously I was with the YMCA for 17 years.
Oh, the one out our way, or Liverpool?
All of them are connected.
Okay.
So the YMCA of Central New York, working in more of the public health space. So I've always been in the health services and human services field. Just with our aging population that we're seeing growing, I just felt like I needed to do more work with our older adults.
Yeah.
And with the prevalence of Alzheimer's and dementia increasing, I just felt like there was so much work for me to be able to do there in that space.
Okay.
So what is happening in that whole Alzheimer's dementia world? Everyone's like, a cure's coming somewhere, somehow. We're researching. Where's it at?
We want to say a cure is coming. We don't know, but we've made such great progress over the last few years. We now have 2 FDA-approved drugs that do not cure the disease, but they do slow the progression. So there are, like I said, there are two drugs that people can now take. It is really for the early stages. So we're really big advocates on getting people screened, diagnosed, talking to their providers early to see if there's any signs or symptoms, because these new treatments available are really for the early stages, because what they do is they delay the progression of the disease.
Is it dementia or Alzheimer's or both? Because I know there's a difference?
There is a difference. I'm glad you asked that. So it is all. So we think of dementia as like the umbrella. So if you picture an umbrella, dementia would be the top term. And then there's forms of dementia underneath. We talk about Alzheimer's because it's the most common form of dementia. So there's several other forms of dementia, but you hear Alzheimer's the most because it's the most common.
I heard something, Tom. We were listening to the radio the other day, Judy and I, and they're like, "Oh, they have a test." I don't know that I want to know. Is that burying my head in the sand? Like, okay, there's a test that can say you're more likely through some geno or something. Yeah. Am I alone?
I think you're probably in the majority. People.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think people are scared because they don't know what that means. And being that, like, some forms of cancer, there are treatments or there's ways to, improve things for them. But with this, we're just not there yet. So I think people are hesitant, but there is a test. Upstate is one of our centers of excellence that do perform this test. It's a blood test now. Just came out this year. Prior to that,
that's the one I heard about.
Yeah, there was spinal tap, much more invasive, more expensive surgery or
been there,
test.
had that. I'm good. I don't want another one.
No, so a simple blood test is really something that's going to hopefully become more common.
So I wandered down the hall to this week. I went down the hall to Lori's office, and I got there, and I went, I don't know why I'm here. So it made you. So as somebody that's 60-something years old, that's common, right? I don't need the test, do I?
No, I think people ask us all the time,
Right?
I forget things. Well, we kind of have to go down a little bit more specific detail in that. If you get in the wrong vehicle or you get in your car and you start driving somewhere and you forget how to get home. So simple tasks of forgetting, like, what did I come in this room for? We do that often. But if you continually maybe not remember someone's name, how to get somewhere that you've gone a million times, those kind of things are the triggering symptoms that we want to maybe talk to your provider about.
Tom got in somebody's Mustang the other day, but I think it was just
on purpose.
Yeah. Well, with all the new roads, and all the new construction, I did come off of 481 the other day, and I was, in my mind, I was thinking it's supposed to look a certain way, right? Because I'm used to traveling that area, but it didn't. And I got real nervous because I'm like, where am I right now? Yeah, I'm like, am I still in Cicero?
Tom, that happened to me at 29N, that flyover bridge by Drivers Village.
The wrong side.
And it was like, and I felt like I was.
I didn't know where I was going. And that is what a scary feeling.
Yeah.
And I think to myself, geez, my grandmother had dementia late in life. And boy, she lived to be 99.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Good for her.
And she had great teeth, they said, in the home. But, unfortunately, though, it's not fun, right? And then for caregivers, that's a tough thing, too.
Absolutely. And I'm glad you had me on because this is National Caregiver Month. So we really want to talk about those people that are doing the hard work.
Yeah.
How can those people get help? Because it's hard work.
It is hard work, and you really need that support and resources. And the Alzheimer's Association of Central New York, we have tons of resources for caregivers, and we want them to call us and find out what can they get involved in. We have support groups, both for the caregiver and those living with. Yeah. Because they need support.
We learned something. Sheila Ostrom's been on the show, and Sheila's great in that space.
Yep.
And she's like, well, if you have someone that has dementia, don't do it this way, do it that way. And how would you know if someone didn't train you and teach you, right? You wouldn't know how to do it.
Right. And we just do the things we think are right and best for our loved ones. But sometimes learning how to navigate this disease can be difficult. And that's what I think calling our offices can help you do.
Well, that phone number, 472-4201, does that sound like I might have got it right?
You got it right.
Okay, 472-4201. The website's easy, alz.org. It's easier than spelling Alzheimer's, that's for sure.
That's right.
alz.org, there's information there. We appreciate you, and thanks for joining us, Jessica.
Thank you so much for having me.